Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep moving on with this series, shall we? Now it's going to be game 2 of this best of 3 that I picked up from the ZOTAC Cup. Again, a ZVT battle between these two awesome players that already provided us with quite an interesting game 1. Lots of back and forth action and plenty of battles going on there, so hopefully they're going to bring more of the same for this game too. It's going to be a battle, this time here on Shakura's Plateau, between these two players. This blue Zerg spawning here on this top left position, going by the name of Nerchio, is the Polish Zerg player that is starting to become one of the powerhouses on the European side of the community. And as you guys know, he plays frequently on online tournaments, and only lately started to show up on LAN events and playing live in front of crowds. I think he's taking the next step on the Starcraft 2 pro gamer evolution, try to get to the top of the food chain, be one of the top dogs, and well, going for the big live events and face the best players in the world is the way to go. And well, I think you're gonna have more positive and good things coming out of Nerchio in the future. For now, he's gathering reputation and also gaining the recognition of his pro gaming peers, other pro gamers that are used to play on that sort of environment. Here on this series, he's going to have the opportunity of facing someone that is quite used to that kind of environment. This red Terran here spawning on this top right position and going by the name of Rain. He's now a member of Team Fnatic MSI, but if you guys remember, he's a Korean pro that was TSL Rain. He played for Team SCV Live and was a frequent flyer on the early days of the GSL. He even had some interesting results, but then kind of faded away and disappeared, and well, we never heard of him since. Apparently he decided to move on to the foreign scene, signed for Team Fnatic MSI, and he's trying to just reboot his career and get some nice cash prizes and start winning some tournaments on the foreign scene, because as you guys know, on StarCraft 2, foreign scene is pretty big, and there's a lot to win here, and well, several of the top gamers are also on the foreign scene, and that might be something appealing to Rain, and also an opportunity of him getting out of that very competitive scene in StarCraft 2 or in South Korea and begin his career once more. For now, taking a look at what the players are going for, you could see there that the drone from Nerchio spotted these 2 racks here, so 2 racks opening for Rain. There's no signs of gas whatsoever yet, and seems like that Rain is quite committed to plenty of aggression, while his opponent Nerchio decided to go for a econ build, getting that fast hatch. Also is going to allow him to have more larvae to produce all the units that he might be requiring towards the aggression that Rain is preparing to send his way. The hatch is there, his reaction to seeing the 2 racks was getting the spawning pool obviously in the extractor, and for now he doesn't have much of a defense, and this might be troublesome. As you can see, he's trying to pull a lot of workers out of the mineral line, try to get them to defend while he buys time to get Zerglings and apparently a Spinecrawler as well out. And if he's able to do so, I think he's going to be fine, but hopefully he's not going to lose too many workers. We have 2 SCVs backed up by 3 Marines at the moment. They're going to climb up the ramp once more, and he needs to keep that Spinecrawler protected. Yeah, exactly what is he doing. Notice the movement of those drones. Try to make kind of a meat shield in front of that Spinecrawler, guaranteeing that that Spinecrawler will be rising up, and with that spine he's going to be able to poke at these Marines all day long. So doesn't seem like Rain is going to be successful on this first aggression, and I can see that he has plenty of Zerglings as well, so as long as he keeps them on the creep, there's no chance those Marines, or at least that number of Marines, would be allowed to do anything here. Nerchio pulling his Spinecrawler a bit forward, closer to the ramp on the edge of the creep, and seems like he's going to be fine because Rain decided to retreat. He's just leaving all of his forces here in the middle of the map, and still I think that Rain gains something out of this. As you can see, the wall-off is almost finished, and he's expanding on the back of that aggression. So Rain, probably his initial plan wasn't even to just get in and just break Nerchio this early on the game. He just wanted to keep him at bay, keep him on that 2-base play, not allow him to come out, and like this, gain map control on the middle of the map, which he does have at the moment. As you can see, both Naga watchtowers are controlled, and like this, expand on the back of it. So he's going to be on 2-base play fairly soon as well, with the Zerglings coming from the south to this north position, trying to chew down this Marine and killed it. But I mean, there's so many Marines here that I don't think that that small batch of Zerglings is going to be able to do much else. Taking a look at what's going on here on Nerchio's side, he's getting more static defenses apparently. On his main base, there's already the Zergling speed rolling, and here on Rain's side, well, he's getting a 3rd Rax and finishing his wall off with the 4th rack. So plenty of bio incoming here. 4 racks for Rain, with the command center just finished and the first SCVs getting transferred. So seems like that both players now are going to try to mess a bit up on their economy, try to get some workers on those mineral lines to get a healthy economy and prepare themselves for the mid and late game. There's a reactor here on the barracks. What else is going on here on the main base? Oh, we're going to have a factory as well. This seems to be gearing up for a fairly standard Terran build. As you guys know, Marines and siege tanks is something that you see quite often for the Terran players, and I mean, hey, it works, so there's nothing wrong against it. I do see that the Roach Warren is getting on a position very fragile. I mean, really close to the ramp, kind of dangerous place. He might lose it in late stages of this game. I do understand what he's doing. He's making some sort of wall here to force all the units to flank to the north and get caught here on this area, make some sort of choke point. And I was taking a look here on the Rain side and taking a look on the production tab. There it is, the tech lab, also a starport. So we might be seeing the upgrades rolling for his bio place soon enough. He keeps pumping more and more Marines, and now we're going to have the first batch of Zerglings apparently arriving here on the ramp that gives access to the Natural Expo from Rain. That poor guinea pig Zergling got instantly killed, and now he's trying to make some sort of flanking maneuver here from the south, but no, it didn't work. The Zerglings will have to run away. There's a big, massive wall of barracks there, stopping any advancements from the Zerglings into the Natural Expo or main base from Rain. All of them pulling back. There's some sort of dance going on here. Notice that they're changing positions, and while Rain just wants to kind of contain and control that middle of the map with the Zalnaga watchtowers, these Zerglings keep going back and forth, trying to avoid them, squeezing their way out of the harm once more. Yeah, they're heading back home to the hatcheries. And meanwhile, Rain, while he was keeping these Zerglings busy, decided to go for his 3rd base. A fairly fast 3rd that is going to be able to provide them with quite a sturdy economy. And the first Hellion is already out, but I mean, this poor Hellion all by himself, this is not going to be good. Oh, he decided to retreat, and I think he's not going to get any kills, but he's going to be able to take some interesting information here. He's going to spot the timing on that 3rd base, and like this, he might be able to react accordingly. As you can see there on the production tab, he's working on his stim pack. Maybe he considers making some sort of time push. Here we go, the first batch of Marines advancing, backed up by that siege tank, and now he's getting medivacs by the pile. He attached the reactor, made the switch here, and apparently with the tech lab attached to the factory, you might be seeing siege tanks coming out pretty soon as well. And here they go, plenty of Marines trying to make some sort of face-off here on the front of the Natural Expo, and well, access to the 3rd base as well from Nerchio, with the roaches getting a big surround, and there's still no stim pack, so I don't foresee a very bright future for these Marines, forcing Rain to micro and pick them all up to save the remaining forces from that bioforce, from that Marine force that he decided to push with. But I mean, without stim, kinda dangerous. Also, he's already working on the weapons level 1, so he's been quite committed. Siege tanks coming out, he's quite committed to his bio play, and apparently he's not going to be heading anywhere else than bio all the way, bio for the win. What else does he has here built on his base? There's the engineering bay working on the upgrades, and for now we do have again Nerchio climbing all his way up here to the middle of the map, try to gain control, grabbing a 4th base, but I do see a red dot here. Oh, we're gonna have a drop ensuing here with the Marines trying to shoot down that Overlord. Yeah, they're gonna be able to, but will they be able to do anything else? Medivac picking them all up again. I thought he would be heading to the mineral line, but no. Seems like he's going to try some sort of assault here on the Natural Expo, and I see more red dots on that top left position of the map, so we might be seeing a fairly big drop ensuing here, trying to apply pressure on Nerchio, and here they go, plenty of Marines advancing here, but there's a lot of Zerglings there, and also the roaches are getting pulled back home to help defend this. Oh yeah, he's just chewing down all the forces from Rain. Rain is pinned against the wall. The medivacs are desperately trying to heal the Marines up, but look at this, there's basically not much left from the forces that actually arrived here. It was 3 medivacs loaded with Marines, and now, well, there's only 1 medivac with 7 Marines. It was a fairly big hit there on Rain's plans, and a good defense by Nerchio. Now, like I was commenting on, he is going for this 4th base, as his 3rd already rolling fine. The economy probably might show this. Yeah, he's way ahead on the worker count, and also there on the economy, of course. While Rain is still stuck on this 2-base play, and I'm not sure exactly where he plans to go next. He should expand, or at least consider it soon enough, based on the fact that his opponent will be on 4-base play fairly soon. But for now he's making more barracks, so just piling up on the bio count and bringing those siege tanks to back up his bio forces. Oh, there's an SCV advancing there. That SCV spotted what's going on the 4th base. Again, we're gonna have Rain knowing way too soon that Nerchio is expanding. The same thing happened when the 3rd base got down, and we're gonna have some sort of clash here in the middle of the map once more. The Marines facing against the Roaches, this time backed up by 2 siege tanks, and the Roaches are forced to pull back. Doesn't seem he does have enough forces here to withstand the pressure of these Marines. Keep in mind that they're already on 1-0 upgrades and have steam, so kind of a different position, and now advancing towards this 4th, with Nerchio just instantly pulling all the workers out. I think he's just gonna give this yeah, he's gonna donate this hatchery, just gonna give this 4th for now. And notice Rain just positioning all of these Marines on the high ground. While we do see that, oh, we're gonna have some movement with Zerglings advancing here, trying to make some sort of counterattack, but no, completely thwarted, no chance, having to escape, run away once more. But like I was saying, it's interesting to see that Rain decided to go for this high ground position. It's obviously a strategical position and a good one, and notice the amount of static defenses that Nerchio brought all the way down that ramp. Rain apparently is preparing to advance here. 2 medivacs loaded with what do they bring there? Oh, siege tanks. So he's gonna make some sort of strategical position here. Interesting. There it is. He's actually taking care of both cliffs. Like that with siege tanks, he's gonna have range to defend against any movements from units from Nerchio. And here they comes Roaches and Zerglings trying to advance, but those 2 siege tanks, notice this. One here on the top, another one here just providing the defense that that Rain needs to advance with his bio forces in the middle. They're basically trying to get a strategical position that will blast away any units advancing towards those ridges. For now, the Marine forces trying to advance here, trying to get closer to the bases from Nerchio, and Rain seems to be committed to advance right here, right now, with those mutas that you could follow on the pip, cleaning on the back. They were able to clean that ridge on the north position and also kill, snipe some of the left behind siege tanks. And here he comes again with all of his Marines advancing towards his 3rd base. The Mutalisks providing some visibility for the Roaches to shoot down that siege tank on the ridge. And now we're gonna have these Roaches and the Mutas going all the way up. Doesn't seem like they're gonna fight anything there. I think that Nerchio is just waiting for reinforcements, and here he comes, all the forces from Rain up this ramp. I don't expect much coming out of this hatchery anymore, but notice this detail. He just pulled all his workers to this corner, and like this he's gonna lose the hatchery, yes, but he won't be needing to make all the workers again. And here he goes, pop goes the hatchery. At the same time, we do have a small confrontation, a small skirmish going on here, and with the 3rd base from Nerchio getting finished, he will have to rebuild that, and it's gonna be a hit on his economy. Here he comes, all of these Marines trying to escape the Baneling force that apparently Nerchio was massing up, but with no speed. This is gonna be troublesome, this is gonna be dangerous. All these forces getting back here, with the remaining units from Nerchio getting back home, trying to reinforce once more. There's so many workers here, but at the moment there's no hatch. I guess that Nerchio needs to rebuild that. He's rebuilding his 3rd, where he had his 4th before, and now on Rain side, let me take a look again. Oh, apparently he's gonna finally prepare to expand to his 3rd. I think it's about time, or else he's gonna start getting really hurt on this economy. More reactors getting out, so you're gonna have more and more Marines, and incoming a small wave of mutas. I mean, it's not even that many mutas. Gonna advance towards the main base from Rain, and probably arrive here on the mineral line, start to rack up some kills. There they are, killing some SCVs, all free kills. There's no resistance by Rain whatsoever, and I'm hoping that Rain just brings at least a couple of Marines here. Would be a good solution to help out defending against this small Mutalisk wing. It's not even that many, and there it is. Now they're gonna be forced to escape. No more worker kills here. Getting back, and I'm hoping for them to go help out on that big red blob that I can see on the minimap, advancing here, exploding that hatchery, and destroying again the 3rd base from Nerchio. That was his 4th before, and oh, those mutas passed right on top of that that big bioforce that Rain had positioning here on the middle of the map, destroying so many of those mutas. There's not much remaining there, and we're gonna have again the forces from Rain advancing. He just prepared a small skirmish force, recon force, to advance forward, but they met the banelings, and also trying to shoot down some of those creep tumors to make the creep recede, so he can have better positioning and not allow all that speed increase to the Zerg player. Doesn't seem like that Nerchio is going to be able to stabilize his fort base play anytime soon. He just finished the hatchery once more here on this position on the south. Most of his forces are all massed up here, and we do see that Rain is going to advance once more. There he is, advancing with his marines, just a small force to check out how's the forces from Nerchio, and I don't think he liked what he saw, because there's a lot of roaches, a lot of Zerglings, and now look at that infested force. Ooh, massive fungal growth on top of most of the forces from Rain, grinding them all down. Look at those medivacs getting chewed away, and oh, so much bloodshed. Look at this carnage on the floor. He killed so many units. You have Rain just trying to make a small push once more with the remaining marine force, but no, those infestors just came up with more fungal growth, and more bloodshed ensues. Very menacing force here by Nerchio. He's going to try to provide an assault now. He's trying to advance here on the... He's actually moving on and passing to the north of the forces from Rain. I think they're going to meet up here. There it is, meeting up, losing several of his infestors, but now the roaches making a solid, sturdy line, defending the infestors, chewing away, just melting with the acidic saliva all of those marines, and now reaching the siege line, and they're going to be able to destroy a lot of these siege tanks, while you can follow on the pip a small marine force getting close to those infestors and just melting them all away. Only infested Terrans left. I don't think they're going to be able to put this siege tank down. They're going to be blasted away, and that small incursive force from marines killed all of those infestors. Very painful to watch. Actually, I was taking a look at that spire and wondering that after Nerchio did that small Mutalisk force, he never picked up Mutalisks anymore. Maybe he has an opportunity to transition once more later on and surprise his opponent, but for now, with that big bioforce, a lot of marines and siege tanks, doesn't seem like the Mutas might be the best way to go. Macro hatch incoming here for Nerchio, with some of his forces advancing, trying to spot and scout what's going on in the middle of the map. We do have Rain just dominating again, trying to gain, monopolize this area and dominate both Xalnaga watchtowers at the same time. Meanwhile, notice that Nerchio has been keeping units all over this south position from Rain, noticing that he won't be able to expand, or when he's going to expand, he's going to know the exact timing. So well positioned there, and we're going to have again Nerchio forces preparing to advance once more. Now with this macro hatch helping out on the production, meaning that he has more than enough resources to keep producing and pumping out a big army. Notice the difference on the supply at the moment, 162 against 109, that's a lot. And here comes the Roach forces with the Zergling force. They're going to intercept these couple of marines, and now they're going to fight against Rain's forces once more. Siege tank line backed up by marines. Incoming the infestors, they're trying to get in range to grab those bioforces. No chance, all of them got blasted away. There's only one remaining infestor. Beautiful fungal growth once more, forcing Rain to retreat, and the Roach force is still alive and kicking. Notice that, well, we had the barracks here in the middle of the map. Okay, well, it's going to be used at least to take information of all the movements passing here, I guess. But the big Roach force from Nerchio is now advancing freely. There's not much of a defense, a single siege tank there, and some marines, but it's a very small bioforce compared with this Roach assault. And let me take a look at the upgrades on the Roaches. 0-2 against 1-0 marines. Yeah, the Roaches are clearly in an advantage here. They're very sturdy and resistant, and now they're going to be able to start focusing the fire on this barracks that have the reactors attached. So, meaning that this is going to provide a big hit on the numbers of marines that Rain will be able to put out. He just lost 2 loaded racks with reactors to that Roach assault, and now on this third base from Rain, the remaining base, the healthy one that was providing him with his income, is gonna go down. No planetary fortress can resist this amount of roaches, and Rain GGing out of the match. Very, very aggressive here, Nerchio, also bringing so many roaches and Zerglings that were able to make a big surround around that planetary fortress. And though we could see the SCVs trying to desperately repair it, it wasn't enough, was way too much damage. So impressive display here of skill by Nerchio, playing very well. Also notice that Rain, in my opinion, he delayed this third base for quite a long time, and well, his economy was hurting because of that. Notice the final results, just brutal. Also, let me take a look at how many workers did he kill. Yep, there we go. Well, most of them were just caught now on this final bit, but still 31 against 6 is a big difference. And I'm quite impressed by Nerchio. I mean, excellent result against Rain. Rain attempted his best, but went for a fairly standard unit composition with Marines and Siege tanks, just backed up by some Medivacs, something that we've been seeing from Terran players for a long time. And he got a big hit here. There's the armory, but he didn't even use it that much. As you can see, no upgrades or Thors were around. And losing these 2 barracks that were providing him with so many Marines was kind of a big blow, followed by losing all of his economy on this third base. Was just the final blow, the killing blow that forced Rain to tap out and get out of this game. So yeah, impressive by Nerchio. Love this series. Quite action-packed, but now Nerchio 1-2-0, so series is over. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm gonna pick up some other series to upload soon enough. See you all later, have fun.